Shalom, shalom. What is it? April 19th, 2022. I hope that you had a beautiful Passover. I hope that your feast on unleavened bread is going well. That you're able to uh enjoy the fats or the blessing uh of the fat of the land and your fruits of your labor, whatever you have sown, that returns to you with great fruit, great wealth and prosperity in all areas of life. But more importantly, I hope that your temple is being prepared, removing any burdens that you may have had um, throughout your years, working in the temple, okay? In the temple of the heart and the mind. Three things I want to touch on. Thank you for your 10 minutes of your time. I'm Anthony being Israel, son of Yashamiah. We are in the second phase of this Russian war. Now let's go back. I had to think about this. How is it that people will still be around when His Majesty comes? Because a lot of people probably have in their mind that everything is going to be wiped out. There will be no more people upon the face of the earth. And that is not true. Yes, 5.2 billion will be harvested. That's a lot of people. But it's not happening totally at this time. All in one swoop. It's progressing. It has been progressing. In fact, when I looked at the numbers for the past 20 years, over maybe 10 million, 50 million people have been killed in some type of war or conflict. That's astonishing. But we still have India, China, different places in the Eurasia area, Africa, over here in the Western Hemisphere, where people are still here after all the things that has been transpiring. Now, for the United States, the Most High said it will come in one day. So that day is coming, okay? The final day of American hegemony. But that also means that Russia is going to be chastised as well. But their day comes after the United States day. And then after Russia's day, the Vatican's day, okay? Because this new semi-globalization system, well, the world is already globalized. When I'm talking about globalized, I'm talking about trade and commerce. It's already globalized. But a lot of things are being adjusted, rebalanced, rescaled. The haves and the have-nots. But here in the West, we have. So that means the next thing will be have-not. It's not going to be totally bad, especially for those who are still here after United States final day. You will have turmoil, but you will have blessings, and peace, and mercy as well, because His Majesty will be here. And the 144,000 and all those who are also in the kingdom of heaven. See, the earth is going to change in its spirit after these missiles start popping off. What missiles am I talking about? The one from Russia, the one from North Korea, Cuba, Venezuela, these places, okay? Because Food is the next thing that is being disrupted right now from China. With the lockdowns, oh my. How long does it take a ship to get to the United States now? That's for another day, another time, maybe tomorrow. The thing that I really want to talk about is this Russia, China, Israel military actions. Then I'll get back to the World Government Summit and the ESG. Russia is going to continue. Now, their Passover comes up sometime in May. And I thought about this. I said, okay, if their Passover in May, will there be a pause? Is this why the generals are trying to get their operation done in the Donbass and the Lugansk regions? To have that area. So the United States have agreement with Ukraine for oil, iron, and something else. Oil, iron, and one more thing. I think it's wheat. And it's not a treaty. Okay, so when you hear in the news they're talking about a treaty, the United States don't have a treaty for military actions. They have a treaty for importing goods and services from Ukraine. That's the treaty. So that's why they're taking over this iron ore plant. Russia taking over the iron ore plant. Well, that takes away from the resources coming here. Israel is bombing the heck out of Hamas. And these are open fields. Why? Because Hamas is underground. They're trying to draw them out. They've been doing this door-to-door raid. And we're going to see if King Abdullah of Jordan will push harder on Israel about this. We'll have to see how that's going to work out. And if they do, expect Russia to have a say-so in these pushings on Israel. China is a mess. When they said 2 months ago, that you need to have at least 3 weeks of food or a month of food or 30 days or something like that, they wasn't joking. Them people are locked down, not at work, not moving around. Now, this is not all over China, but these are direct hubs, port cities, major places that manufacture items. And they're going through everybody. I really think they're collecting DNA, but that's just my thought, my opinion. Because obviously, either they trying to eradicate the cold all the way, or they have other operations they are doing. And it'll be a good thing. I mean, collecting everybody's database, not that DNA, not that I agree with it, but there can be some good things that can come out of that. Anyway, the approach may be harsh. We don't want that here. So we have to worry about the United Nations enacting that same plan. And we will see what happens. Well, that was my 10 minutes. Back to Babylon Review. If you can, remove some behaviors, discipline yourself, work on the fruits of the Spirit. With that being said, the King is coming. Shalom.